You've just tuned in to Heat 3 of the Charity Series here on Diehard Duck Derby. Currently highlighting our staff with Riptide, our course expert, Mallard of Ceremonies, the announcer, Grizzly, who's our field reporter, and First Mate Quackers here for rescue and first aid. We have 6 floaters today, all looking for a chance to advance to the finals in August, with Crazy Perp, Olympic swimmer, Soccer Elite, Fire Dragon, Leopard, and Flash. Let's go ahead and jump into the race. Strong start from our leading floaters. Swimmer looks very confident in their floating ability and might be showboating a bit as they take a risk and separate from the others, drifting more closely to the shore. It could be quicker, but there is a chance that they get caught up in the rocks near the shore. Now Leopard looks like they got caught up at the start, tumbling a bit in the current, and everyone else is floating over to the seemingly safer side of the course. Looks like Swimmer has found the rocks on the edge and is starting to bounce around, slowing down. Hopefully his wings are strong enough to help him keep from getting stuck. Everyone else moving right along on the upper path that does a straight shot to the rest of the course, and Swimmer looking like he got held up by those rocks for a few minutes. Now, Soccer Elite is making up some great time. Being released third, already floated up towards the front and challenging Crazy Perp for the first place. Flash, who was released 6th, is also making great time, already up to 4th place and into 3rd. The two of those really hoping to gain some speed. You can tell they're hungry for a spot in the championship. Now Crazy Perp and Soccer Elite starting to stall a little bit out in the middle of the course. Seems they've gotten off that straight, quick current and have entered a slower part of the water. Now they'll need to watch themselves as there are several whirlpools and sections of still water here. Flash moving up a few more spots, now into 2nd. He's moving very quickly through this course, really doing justice to his name and claim as he calls it, the fastest floater on the water. Now you can see that Leopard certainly made it free of the tumble earlier on and is starting to move up with a look of determination, eyes darting, trying to find an opening to make her move. Let's go ahead and check in with First Mate Quackers, leading our first aid, for some insight into the dangers of rubber duck racing. Quackers, when you're caught in the rocks or by some branches, what should you do to avoid injury? That makes sense. You wouldn't want to leave a wing out to get crushed. What are the most common injuries in the rubber duck racing circuit? Yikes! That sounds like something that could bench you for a whole season. Thanks, Quackers. Looks like they did indeed get stuck on those branches. That's going to be valuable time lost for both Soccer Elite and Flash. Leopard also getting stuck. Crazy Perp taking advantage of the situation, jumping ahead. Hopefully Fire Dragon learns from their example and does, slipping right through a gap in the branches. Well done. Crazy Perp unfortunately floating to the edge, losing a lot of that speed and allowing Soccer Elite and Leopard, wow, jumping into 3rd. Flash has unfortunately drifted behind one of those rocks and entered some still water, losing valuable time. Now you can see Crazy Perp and Soccer are threading between the rocks, but Leopard just swings right past and enters the fast lane. Gets the current, riding it all the way, jumping into 1st place. That's exciting. Even after her tumble at the beginning, she managed to sneak her way through the quicker parts of current and take the lead. Swimmer sees how successful that was for Leopard and takes the same path, as is Flash, finally back on the course. Fire Dragon bringing up the caboose. This is the first time on the river cam that we've seen so many of our competitors at once. Crazy Perp taking it back. Now there's an opportunity to snag the current, and Leopard jumping ahead of Crazy Perp in order to take 1st once again. Swimmer looks like they're going to be the bold-headed underwater method. I hear it helps with aerodynamics. He's hoping to improve his speed. Flash looking to go head first, straight into a rock. Hopefully he can steer himself back into the course. Now it looks like we've got some more fans on the course, but this time they are quickly getting out of the way of the racers. Soccer and Leopard gravitating towards the edge. Looks like they're trying to draft off of the fans, thinking it'll speed them up, and oh! Really benefited Soccer Elite there, jumping ahead. The wake really sped him up, and he was able to jump ahead of Leopard. One of the risks of where they're floating right now are all those low-hanging branches. They will want to make sure that they don't get caught on them. Looks like Soccer Elite bounces off one, and Leopard, not as fortunate, getting caught up on those branches, slowing her down, allowing Flash to jump into 2nd. Wow, after that hard hit to the rock, I thought he would be down for the count. Purple drifting past Leopard as Leopard starts to roll free and is back in the race. It's going to be close. Soccer Elite starting to slow down. Flash going straight. If Flash could have gone over the rock, he could have swept past Soccer, but it looks like he was unable to maneuver, and Soccer Elite takes it for first place. Flash taking the second spot. He should be proud, coming all the way back from a 6th place start. I wonder if Leopard will be able to catch Purple. Probably not. Crazy Perp sweeping across the finish line in order to take third. Now, it's been fortunate that Whirlpool has caught up a few of our racers and slowed them down, but it looks like everyone's been able to pass it. Swimmer started the race in second and really slowed down. That heads down method, not treating him well. You would have expected more from those strong lungs and the experience in the water. We see that this heat was significantly slower than the previous two. It looks like Dragon's wing weight was definitely against them in this race, which is surprising with White Dragon taking first in our first heat. Let's turn it over to Grizzly with our first place finisher, Soccer Elite. It looks like Soccer Elite is going to join the Quack Knight and White Dragon in the finals come August. One rule change we did want to make you aware of is if a floater ends up getting stuck during the race, that is where they will end the race. No more being knocked free. Excited to see how that impacts the results of Heat 4 coming out later this week.